course, for scientific purposes, we've got to fire this thing up with no exhaust and see how loud it is and what it sounds like without any muffler on it. Oh boy, it's gonna hurt the air drum. Hey Dan.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Oh, got a couple goodies we're gonna put on.
Goodies? How long have you had this thing for? Not even a week yet.
No. Well, wait. Today's Saturday, right?
Yeah, it's been a week.
So a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
And we already got goodies in there. One in particular I think you're very excited for. Why don't you just show us this box over here, Dan? Yoshimura exhaust. And that is Can Am, so that doesn't even void warranty, does it?
No, it does not.
That's awesome.
Got a 5-year warranty, and I can have an exhaust for that bad boy. Not to worry about it. It's not real heavy either.
It's not. Open that bad boy up. We'll take a look at her. We don't do many unboxings here on Appalachian Mountain Riders, but we're doing one for you today. Also got a winch here to go on once you get the switch for it. Yeah, you did pick up another. I saw you only had one jug, and I was like, damn, that's not going to be enough for you. But you got another jug.
I had to order it.
They foamed that puppy in there.
Yeah, they did. So, I mean, I really can't be upset about that.
No, I mean, that didn't get damaged or knocked up.
It's a pretty hefty plate.
Uh-huh. So you said this is a pretty involved process, I believe, right, Dan?
From what I heard,
kind of take the rear apart.
You got to take that rear bumper off. It comes out. Everybody says it's complicated. Muffler comes off. You have to put a bushing on the stock exhaust pipe because this one is bigger. And then you have to do something with the rack bolts up top. They have to come out. That bracket has to bolt to it, and then you got some clamps and other stuff.
See, they say it's complicated.
Doesn't sound complicated.
But you got yourself a Can Am tech, I mean, right here to help you, so shouldn't be too bad.
Look at that. You gotta tell it's bigger.
Although my plan is to kind of just play camera guy today. This is your baby. Jump in the newbie. I can't believe how well they packed that.
I know, it's sticking all over. Look at this.
Foam for days. It's like they put it in the box and then just took a foam gun and went to town. That's exactly what they did.
Hey, when you pay $800, I guess, for...
Ooh, is that what this puppy cost you?
Well, not my cost,
but I mean, at retail.
I think retail is right around $800.
Woo! That's almost a hard pill to swallow, though. 4 hours later.
Yeah, I mean, how many bags? 3 bags.
Oh, man. My question is, does it have a spark? Oh, it does have a spark arrestor and everything.
Look at the end, it's like
so
straight.
Yeah, but it's got a spark arrestor, so it's legal to run in any state park or any riding park.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was just gonna take that one out to see how it sounded, but then I thought, well, if it doesn't have a spark arrestor, somebody checks it, get in trouble. But for as much woods riding as we do anyway, safety of a spark arrestor is pretty significant, especially for as dry as it gets.
Here's the thing with the Outlander. You guys just ignore everything I'm going to say from here on for the next few minutes. The spark arrestor is on the inside of this tip, so you can't see it. So I could unbolt that, take mine out, cut the spark arrestor off to open it up a little bit, and then put that back on. You never know.
That's the way that one is.
So, yeah. You guys heard nothing. So yeah, you got to get this stock one out.
Yeah, so supposedly it's bolted in with this.
There.
You have to take this drop bar section out. Do you really? Well, yeah, because it's
it goes. So you got to come out with it this way.
Yeah, so unfortunately, you have
But that's not that bad, Dan. I mean, there's 4 bolts.
4 bolts.
4, 8, and then there's probably bolt. Yeah, just bolted up there.
Up there.
So is that really all it takes?
Yeah, and then that plate goes back here to protect the gas tank.
Okay, so you said, is there something you got to do up here?
Yeah, I think these front bolts, if I remember correctly, watching the video, the front bolts you got to take out, and that plate bolts into there, and then it bolts down here, and it protects the gas tank, which I kind of like more than what this is. This is just a standard little heat shield, but...
So we probably won't do like a complete step-by-step, but throughout the process, we will check in here with Dan. And before we do anything, we are going to take a decibel reading before and after. So, that thing's heavy. What's the heck? There's a lot of packing in that.
I can't imagine what the stocking's gonna weigh.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Dave. $81.82 it's showing. Go ahead and hold it at your 4,000. Idle, we're down around 69. Let me stop talking. Idle's around 69.70, so that's not bad.
No, it's really quiet. I mean, I bet you if you started yours, it's probably a little quieter, but this probably isn't much louder.
Let's find out. Mine's registering louder out, honestly. 73, 74, where yours was 69, 70.
That's weird. This is a deeper tone.
It is deeper. A lot of that's the difference between a one lunger versus a V-twin. You got the offset vibrations that kind of cancel each other out.
Right.
So, cool. MBRP. Maybe I should reach out to them, see if they'd want to send me one.
You never know. You never know.
Alright, well, I guess now the work begins for you, huh?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to, while you're working on this, if you don't need help, I will probably just work on, I got to get the fenders from the old 125 under the new 125, and plastics on Zippy for our shootout coming up here real soon.
That's so shiny.
Yeah, I know, they're the brand new.
It's shinier than my 4-wheel.
I need, the white I've had long enough, they got absolutely filthy. I need to clean them up, but man, these are the Mayer ones too, which are supposedly unbreakable.
Really?
So
I guess we'll find out.
I think, Dan, I'll set the time lapse up on you. Like I said, we'll check in periodically for updates. Alright, Dan's got the pipes off. He's about ready to pull this factory exhaust off. He's loosening it up to clamp up to there. Look at that, there's some light. Let me shed some light. But that should be loose. You might have to tap that a little bit to open her up.
A hammer? Where's the closest?
If I had a hammer.
A big sledgehammer.
Yeah, I got a sledgehammer. And this like you use for smacking things. You probably don't need a big hammer though, huh?
No, I just...
Well, that's a soft deck below. Here, I got a regular hammer. Or I did. Where'd it go? Hey, Dan, just use a big guy.
That's what I said.
Thor!
That should.
Yeah.
Should do it
Should
now.
be all three, so let's see.
Now I just gotta burn my hands.
Yeah, because we had to start and rev it. Look how discolored that is just from your little bit of riding. Oh yeah, she's loose. Give her some twists. Can you twist it any? Not really. You don't really have any room, do you? There, she's twisting. She's twisting. It is starting to come off here. You're getting it there. You get her. Keep working it. Spin it back and forth. That's what's getting you the most. Ah!
That's not light.
You know what I mean? All in all, that wasn't a whole lot to take that off.
No, they don't give you instructions, I don't believe. But I think that Yoshi comes over. There's a relocate kit, I do believe, for this stuff. I could be wrong. But I guess we'll find out.
Check on the website, see if they had instructions or anything?
Oh, I just jumped right into it. I don't read it until I get in trouble.
We're men. We don't need to read instructions. Come on.
Instructions are for women.
Well, let's open stuff up and see what we got. Oh, my old man, he don't like that. Of course, for scientific purposes, we've got to fire this thing up with no exhaust and see how loud it is and what it sounds like without any muffler on it. So let's see here. I got my decibel. Okay, we are at about 50 decibels quiet. Go ahead, Dan.
That's not bad, it's just really loud.
It sounds angry. All right, fellows and ladies and whoever's watching, she is all done. Let's get some better light so we get that shine. Look at that. That's pretty gorgeous back there, Dan. Okay, let me get my decibel reader. What do you figure? It took us an hour and a half messing around here to put this on?
Give or take.
We had to figure something out. As usual, BRP's instructions is not the best, are not the best. Okay, I have an instantaneous level. I am pretty much in the exact same spot I was. Okay. 10 extra decibels. We were around 70. Now we're right around 80, 81 decibels at idle. Video, you're never gonna hear it as well. That's sounding pretty good, Dad.
That sounds good.
That sounds real good.
That really makes me hope my comm system's gonna be all right.
Oh yeah. Dan and I's got U-Clear comms. Is that right? What it is, right? U-Clear.
Yeah.
Comms in our helmets now. We just put those in a couple of days ago. And our initial riding around, we really liked them. They worked pretty good, so now I'll have to see if you can still hear me though.
Yeah.
I don't think you, well.
Slow speeds, I should be able to hear you. Get romping on it.
Romping on it, you're probably not going to be doing anything. Woo! Anyway.
We're focused. We focus when we're ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks pretty good on there, Don.
I was worried being that it was a Can Am Yoshimura exhaust, that it wasn't going to sound hardly any better than the other one, this factory. It's surprisingly different.
Yeah. Boy, that's got me wondering if I need to go with the MBRP for the HD7.
You know, you should, for the price. I mean,
guys, let me know down below. Should we do exhaust on the HD7 with the MBRP? I think, what is it, RCW something or other is another exhaust company makes one for these, I believe, too.
What was the other one?
MBRP.
Yeah, they sound clean, though. You can't beat an MBRP.
Yeah. I had the MBRP on the Duramax, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if I need to pick up exhaust for the HD7. So, but other than that, not bad of an install. It's dark, it's rainy, so
yeah, it's kind of disappointing.
we'll have to get some ride footage here at some point. I don't know.
Take it for a rip around the building. I don't know yet. I have to hear it.
I mean, yeah. Let's clean up, and then that will be at least a good way we can end this video by having you at least do some flybys and takeoffs in the rain. It's not pouring.
Nah, it's worth it.
You
so
be
worth it.
Sport mode. I heard him kick it on to sport mode.
I have a dog in reverse.
It's raining. Dan said, I don't care. We're checking this exhaust out. Oh, that's going to be loud. What do you all sounds mean. You guys can't see much, but this video is all about hearing the exhaust. Well, Dan, you have? Agree with it?
Yeah, we're gonna take it to the field real quick and back. See how well it picks that up.
Oh, let's get up here. You can see headlights. There he is. That thing is quick. Shoo. So quick. Cruising, it's not too bad. I hear it echoing. Well, does it get the Daniel's Appalachian Mountain Rider stamp of approval?
100%. It's not like overly loud.
That sounded pretty mean there, Dan, going across the field. It's kind of making me want to put the exhaust back on the RMAX now, to be honest with you.
It's such a hoot.
Although
it just makes you feel like you're way more in power. It's like, yeah. Before it was all quiet and it was like, eh. Now it's like, because you're driving pumping. I approve it.
Improve it. We'll just have to see if our comms can hold up to... When you were just cruising there slowly, it wasn't bad.
My hat flew off.
I wondered why you stopped there.
I am covered just in junk from it. Like this was
I had it all washed up for working on, and your flares aren't in yet, are they?
No, they're not.
Oh, you guys didn't see this, but we threw in a little hitch on there real quick. It took a whole 3 minutes, 2 bolts, and the diff bolts there, and it just went right on. That's on there, but all right. Well, that wasn't too bad of a job, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he read the instructions. I was just putting a couple little knick-knack things on while he was reading through it.
The tricky part was figuring out exactly how the rectifier relocation went, but once we got that figured out.
The rest of it is 100% common sense. Like the guy in the video that I watched, he stated that once you get everything put together, the exhaust is common sense, but you got to read a couple times. I didn't read it, but there's spacers and there's bolts. And there's holes. Yeah. It's not complicated.
Not much. Once you hold stuff up there, you see how it goes.
I will say, it takes a little bit of work to get the other one off. It is tight. So,
oh well. A job well done, Dan, although you did end up... you didn't call me in to help, and I just jumped in and helped.
Yeah, I didn't have to. I knew he was going to. He couldn't sit there long enough.
I couldn't sit there and just watch. Why is it burning? Oh.
From what? It doesn't stink that bad. Come on.
I don't know. So, now I have to get some riding in to see.
Yeah, and the next thing's that big old winch we got over there. Not everything's in for that either. He's so happy he's crying.
Guys, I'm so happy I'm crying. My eyes are just the water. And look at this. I should become an actor because I'm just so touched. And oh, it's such a thing of beauty.
I will say, minus it is raining out. I get that.
That's probably why my eyes are burning. It washed all the dirt on my face into my eyeballs.
I can 100% with confidence say I don't think these lights, even though they're the same lights, don't seem to be patterned and as bright as those ones.
Oh, you think my Outlander is actually brighter?
It's raining. And when we were riding that night with yours and the Sportsman, it wasn't raining. But these kind of seem like the pattern is spread out. Like it's not good.
Somebody did already knock one out and we had to pop it back in. So they might not be aligned exactly how they were, Dan. I mean...
maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, look at this one, though. It's like really pointed down.
But they...
Oh, it's
loose. Uh-huh. So there's why, Dan. There. So I've always wondered why we see Renegades like 6 out of 10 times they're missing the headlights. No one has headlights in them, so that may be why.
It's a really dumb idea, but it's also nice because if you're racing or doing anything like that, you can just take them out.
Take them out.
Don't have to worry about it. But I still think I'm going to put a 6-incher right here.
They look like the exact same, and I think they are the exact same as what's on mine.
I think they probably are. Maybe, I'm just being picky. I like extra light, so maybe I'll put a nice little 6-incher.
But you know what, Dan? Mine are wider, and like yours are closer together this way and more together, or I mean more spread apart this way.
Yeah.
Where mine are wider apart and closer together this way. So that could be something to do with it too. But anyway.
Well, that was a fun evening.
It was a fun evening. Good productive evening. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll get this out into some nicer weather and get another good ride in.
In a month, from what I'm hearing, anyway.
Yeah, we're supposed to get rain for next week solid, but oh well. In the meantime, we've got 2 buggies to get ready for a showdown. The Cricket versus Zippy. Zippy needs new plastics put on, and that's it. And I just want to take the fender flares off of those the little rubbers, and put on this guy. And then we might jump into this Honda or the TTR. I got that new cylinder jug for the TTR and a frame brace.
Yeah, I don't think that'd take long.
That won't take long. Them engines are super easy to work on. So that's what's coming up. Besides more thrashing of these 2 guys. So thanks for watching, joining us tonight as we did a little wrenching in the shop. Dan did a little wrenching. For once, it wasn't just me wrenching. Dan was here wrenching. Did the majority of the work.
Mechanic.
No. He's a parts guy.
Yeah.
He sells the parts.
Yeah. But it is nice to know how to put them on every once in a while.
It is. So, anyway, thanks for watching. And whether you run loud exhaust or quiet exhaust, keep on riding.